Good morning, buenos dias, bonjour, buongiorno, annyeonghaseyo, aloha kakahakia. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm here opening up the house because it's time to start the day. If you joined me yesterday, you know that I closed off with just a little bit of discomfort here in my lower abdomen. I also had some weird things going on in my tongue. They don't feel numb anymore, those really odd red spots, but they're still there. They don't hurt, they don't burn, they're just sort of there. I wanted to turn on the camera right now because I'm showing you how important it is to let sunlight into your home, especially when you're working from home. I know this is relatively new for a lot of you. Some of you started immediately in March when coronavirus first hit, or at least in the States. For me, this has been my way of life since 2014, or rather 15. My husband and I got married in 2014, mid-year. Got sick about 2 months later with Crohn's, still undiagnosed. It took 2 years to diagnose. Then in 2015, I got into direct sales because that was my first option as a work from home something to do. I had tried to work with what I used to do, which was language teaching on my own from home, but I couldn't get any customers, or clients. I believe in this case the word would be clients. So I got into direct sales. It was okay. 2016 really took off for me. Then we moved in 2018 to here. By 2019, end of the year, I got my first student, and then it just kind of went off from there. I should mention I also had some translating jobs in between, but you know, it wasn't my bigger income. Oh, finished the cereal. Okay, it's recycling. My husband already left for work because they have these new coronavirus work schedules. They have day shifts and night shifts, which means that day shift goes in at 7 to get out by 3. And then the night shift comes in. I honestly don't know what time those people get out of work. Then there are 7 days in the week where they're off. I know that this weekend in particular is going to be a long weekend because of Labor Day. But it's not like there's much we can do because the entire island is closed. Let me prop you up while I feed the dogs. Yeah, the governor here shut down the island again, but I don't blame him. There's so many angry people out there. I understand that restaurants and other businesses are closing, going bankrupt, people are losing their jobs. I understand that whole thing. Apart from the fact that many people are getting depression and other mental disorders because of this whole situation. I understand it's not easy. I also understand that he's doing this to control how many cases are being spread, because once the economy reopened, cases started spiking. We were the state with the lowest number of cases. Then we spiked a couple hundred per day till we got to the third lowest number of cases in the nation. So I understand what he's doing. I also understand the people who are suffering because of these decisions. It's not easy, but it's also really difficult to implement something that's really going to work for everybody. I feel really bad for those people who are really struggling. There's really not much else to say. This is a really new, well, it's not new, but in this generation, it is a new situation. So I don't want to really get into it because it's a really long topic and something that we can discuss for hours. I have my first student online in an hour and 15 minutes. I did not have breakfast immediately after I got up because, I don't know, I wanted to give my stomach like a few minutes to settle and get used to the fact that I'm awake. I don't know if you do that too, but rather than getting up, getting dressed and eating, I get up, get dressed, try to do stuff around the house and just give my body a little while to adjust. I don't know what my life would be like without them. I'm just gonna get some breakfast right now. My classes are already planned. I have a kid coming over here at 3 in the afternoon, so once I'm done with my kid online at 10:30, I'm gonna spend some time cleaning this area and taking the materials out of the office. I also have some customer orders to mail out. There are 2 of them that I have to pack, and I don't have the car today, but hopefully my husband will be home in time for me to hand them over to him and he can go drop them off for me, because if he actually gets out at 3 and my students here at 3, obviously I can't go, and post office closes at 4. Well, before I go, I'm gonna leave you with a shot of my doggies being super adorable. Do not understand why we got them 2 pillows. They always snuggle together. Ya comiste, Lali. Ya comiste, está contentita. I got 4 minutes to class, but I wanted to turn on the camera because I realized I never really showed you how I do my distance learning. Sorry, I'm drinking my almond milk. I didn't know if I had a mustache. Anyway, you know that I set up my 32-inch TV. This was our second TV as a married couple. Our first TV was this huge box TV that didn't even fit on a table. So I used to sit on the floor. Good times, good memories. But anyway, this was our 32-inch TV, which I hooked up to my laptop. The way that I'm dealing with this is, let me see if I can hold it so that you can see. Here, obviously, I have my Zoom meeting on my laptop, and then on the larger TVs, you can see my mouse is connected to both. I have my lesson plan. Yes, I use Excel. It works for me. It's easier for me. I have my lesson plan so I can follow along what we're doing, because I do 3 different subjects with the student I see today. We do English, Spanish, and then math at the end. Then over here I have the websites open that we're going to be using. I use a lot, education.com. And of course some YouTube videos, but I don't think we're gonna watch any today. I don't have that on there. No, we're not, because today for English, we're gonna do computer stuff. My student still has a little bit of trouble using a computer, so we figured we would take advantage of the English period to learn computer words. School still hasn't started for this student. The parent hired me to polish up some skills before school starts. We noticed that since we're going to do distance learning and the student has a lot of difficulty with technology, we're also going to cover that so she's prepared for school when it starts in September. So when I do my share screen here on Zoom, all I have to do is go over back to my TV and select whatever it is that I'm going to show the student. If you have any suggestions on how to do distance learning, what it is that you're doing, what your setup looks like, feel free to share. We're all in this together and we're just pulling things out of our sleeves, no other place. So it's good to share knowledge and tips and tricks. Anyway, 1 minute to class. I will see you later. We're on our 10-minute break right now. I had to show you. Yes, I braided my hair, get it out of the way because it gets hot in here. I had to open the window, and with the light coming in, I got hot. But I had to show you what I had to do because my dog kept getting up on the couch. Hello. She's just curled up into a little ball right next to me and hasn't budged for the past like 45 minutes. I don't know what I did to this dog to turn her into what she is, but that's what she likes. She likes to curl up next to anybody, whether it's Luna or me or Cappy, but she does not like being alone. Not sure that's a great thing. Don't know if it actually has to do with separation anxiety or what. Or maybe it's just dog behavior, because again, she was getting up on the couch. I could hear her getting up on the couch. So I don't know, maybe like kids, nobody's looking. There are no rules. Class was over quite a while ago, but I took some self-care time right after class and then called my mom, which is why I couldn't record the fact that I'm taking a little time to clear the kitchen. Remember, working from home doesn't mean that you have to have your home spotless, but if when you have the time, take some time to clear stuff that you're using, because your home is your office, it's your workplace. So it's kind of difficult at the beginning to find that balance between, well, I don't have a janitor or a custodial worker to clean the area where I work. It's all up to me, which is the difficult part, the challenging part of, you know, working from home, having a home business, things like that. People don't see that you are every single employee that works at a typical workplace. You are the custodial worker, you are the manager, you're the marketing person, you're everybody. You got to find that balance, and that's where I am right now. I have a little bit of time. My next student comes over at 3. I do have to publish some stuff for my home business because today it's end of the month, so everything closes. Offers, sales, discounts, whatever, everything And today, gotta update some stuff. You know, I'm sorry that I'm scratching so much. You know that my allergies are flared for some reason. I gotta start taking that treatment that my primary gave me. She prescribed, what was it? It was something like Sizol, but it wasn't that. Like 5 milligrams to take before bed every day for a certain period of time. It's just to reduce the histamines that are in my system. Because really, remember, my infusion was last Monday. We cleaned the house top to bottom. The dogs were bathed. The towels, or not the towels, their pillows are clean. They were in the wash. The rugs are vacuumed, and I'm still having allergic reaction to something. I have bumps on my face. I had really dark circles and bags that my mom was actually talking to me about just now, that she was very concerned. I've been sneezing, my throat's been itchy, my ears have been itchy, my eyes have been watery, my nose has been runny, and we don't know why. I don't know if it's probably something environmental. Hawaii does have something called VOG. It's volcanic fog, but I haven't heard anything in the news that the air quality is bad. So I'm honestly stumped. We don't know what it is. My husband even hosed down the screens that are on the windows. He hosed down the screens. We don't know what else to do. And before you suggested, yes, we did clean the walls too. We used the Swiffer. We used that Swiffer with a reusable, a microfiber cloth to wipe the walls up and down, side to side. The fans, those aspas, oh my gosh, la aspa. The blades are clean. Bilingual brain. So really all that's left is to take antihistamines. And you know me, I hate taking pills. If I can prevent it, I don't take them. But I've reached that point where I'm gonna have to start taking it before bed every night. Anyway, I seriously went off topic. Don't even remember what I was telling you. I'm gonna get back to cleaning because that kid's coming over at 3, which I did mention. We're gonna work here instead of the living room. I'm going to show you why. When he came over on Monday, the day of my infusion, right before my infusion, we came over here because I had the table set up right here, the nurse's station, so I had a chair available, and we sat right here. I put my laptop right there, and he kicked over those games that I still haven't put back. It's been a week, shameful, but there were a lot of distracting factors. There were a lot of distractions. My dogs were also over here. We had to pet up the little gate to close them over there. So to limit the amount of stimuli that we have in certain areas, we're gonna work over here. Obviously, I'm gonna clear the table. We're just gonna have the things we're gonna work with. Anything that's outside the table is not for touching. It's not for playing. It does not involve what we're gonna do in that hour. Hopefully that'll be helpful. Obviously, I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. All my doggy stuff, they're gonna go straight into the laundry room along with my doggies. So gotta set up this area for I believe he's 5, maybe 6-year-old to not get distracted. First things first though, I'm gonna have a little bit of lunch. Then I'm gonna record that promo for my home business, publish it. Oh, here's something I wanna talk to you about, perfectionism. I was having that conversation with my mother. Oh dear. I told you I wasn't gonna edit that out anymore. Yeah. I was talking about perfectionism with my mother because she has some projects that she wants to work on. And obviously I have a lot of projects that I'm working on. We're both perfectionists, and it's very limiting. When you're a perfectionist, you want everything to be just right, and in fear of not having those things come out exactly the way you want them to, you don't even get started sometimes, or you get started and you leave it halfway because it's not resulting like you expected it to come out. So with education, I feel a lot more confident. I don't know why. I didn't even study education. I studied foreign languages, linguistics. Then while I was working as a language teacher, I got some training, some formations with the French Alliance and other programs that I was enrolled in. So I learned as I worked, but I feel a lot more confident with education for some reason. I can pull things out of books. I can print things off the internet, laminate them, work with them, combine them. I don't know, it just comes so easily to me. I see everything so clearly and just, okay, I know this is gonna work, and I can customize what I'm doing to the kids' interests and needs and strengths and difficulties. And I don't know. For some reason it works. But when it comes to my home business, beauty and skincare, that's where I get really limited. And actually, I just limit myself because I want everything to come out so perfect. I see these Instagrammers, these influencers, people who are really successful in beauty and skincare. I want my videos and my promos and everything that I publish to be so perfect, just like them, or something inspired by them that still reflects my personality and the way I am. But I devote so much time to thinking, well, if I do it this way, or maybe I'll record it and then edit it so it'll come out this way, that takes a lot of time. I realize I'm talking to my mom about perfectionism so she can get started on her projects. I'm not following my own advice. So today, with that, I am actually going to record something that hopefully will be good enough to just publish right after I finish recording, and I don't have to upload it to my computer to edit it. And if editing is required, just something very minimal. I'm not going to do anything flashy and put pictures in my videos. And I've been doing some pretty elaborate work when it comes to my home business. I think I'm just going to have to keep things simple since I have my classes, I have my home business, I have my vlog, and obviously I have the house. My husband and I are getting ready to move. That's coming, by the way. We still don't have a date, but remember that binder I showed you a while back, our moving binder? We still haven't pulled it out because we're just doing research. We'll talk about that another time. Anywho, in order to get all of that started, I am going to have some lunch. Can't leave my stomach empty for too long. And hopefully I'll be able to show you what I'm doing. I'm still working on how to deliver. You know, I'm working on the delivery of the work that I do without boring you guys. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. You know, I'm relatively new. I only started vlogging in January. So tips, suggestions, and comments are very welcome and appreciated. Don't judge me eating Nutella. I have earned this I don't even think this is a full tablespoon. I've earned this half a spoon. The kids are lovely. They consume a lot of energy. I'm actually not done with my education stuff. I gotta prepare things for tomorrow because I did my planning. I did my weekly planning. It's just that if you teach, you know. If you didn't get to finish something before, then it rolls over to the next day. If you finished everything you prepared, then you prep what's next, what comes next. So for my morning class, I just gotta make sure I have everything that I need. That's pretty much it. This kid I only see once a week, so that's done. And then my other two kids I see Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so I don't have them tomorrow. But now I have to do my home business stuff. End of the month, close the month stuff. Gonna dedicate some time to that. My husband's home. Remember, he's doing the COVID work schedule, so he has to be out by 3, even though sometimes they get out by 5, but let's not go there. He got home around the same time that the kid and I had started working, so I know he got home sometime close to 3. And he's doing his stuff too, so we're just gonna finish what we have to do, then sit down to a nice dinner, healthy food, because we have not been very diligent lately. Unwind with a little TV, and that'll be the end of the day.